Since moving in together 6 weeks ago, the members of Eden's Crush have been working non-stop. They have less than 2 months to finish their debut album. David Foster chose producer Chris Barron, known for his work with pop groups like 98 Degrees, and co-producers Rip Rock and Alex G to produce the song You Know I Can.
So here's what I want to do. Let's spend a minute or two on the bridge, figure out a way to go. I think you guys should all just kind of take a run at the bridge and just kind of all sing it and then kind of see where it goes from there.
I'll be all you need to forget her. You'll see me through different eyes.
The funny thing about recording is that you practice and you practice and you practice and you practice, and then there's something that happens, like when you're behind the microphone, that all of a sudden you're like, oh, what was that? That's not what I practiced before.
It's a whole new process. I've never done anything like this. I know the girls haven't.
Great. Let's go again. Nothing to say. Just keep doing that.
I'll be all you need to forget her. You'll see me through different eyes. Gonna make you realize. Come here, baby.
While there's harmony in the studio today, back at the house, the girls are trying to adjust to living together. And being isolated from the outside world only adds to the pressure.
Sometimes the luxury of working is that you get to go home and be away from the people that you work with. Not because you dislike them, but because maybe you're extra sensitive today and you took something the wrong way and you just needed to really step away from the problem. You know? We don't have that luxury.
I'm living with 4 other girls that I learn slowly more about every day and what boundaries to cross and what not, and just to learn to be more open-minded. And it's interesting, but the scary thing is I know that our lives have been turned upside down in such a short amount of time.
A lot of people need their quiet time, and it's kind of hard to balance that when you're in a house with 5 women.
The girls are learning to work through their problems, but now they must head back to the studio to record Love This Way with producers Karsten Lindberg and Joachim Swada, the duo behind hits from Mandy Moore and Monica.
We are ready to do some leads. Do you want guys to take them on to Joachim?
Yeah. On a bed of roses.
You know what? I'm gonna stop you after the first verse now. You're just gonna focus on that, okay?
Okay.
Here we go.
In the recording booth, standing in front of the mic, I usually tend to get in a zone. I block everything out, and I concentrate on, say, like I imagine myself on stage.
To feel passionate. Everybody wants to be in love this way. I wanna be somebody's baby. I want to cry.
I was confident the first day. I was kind of like, oh, this is great. And then we started trying harmonies, and some of them were difficult, and I kind of lost some of that confidence. I was like, oh my God, I thought I was doing really well, but I have some work to do.
I want to fall in love. I got a feeling that you want something.
That's pretty.
There's just all this pressure, and then usually something that's done in 5 or 6 months is being done in 2. And the schedule changes all the time. There are all these other pressures that clamp down on you.
Everybody wants to be in love this way, 'cause I do. I screwed it up.
Okay. Kind of such a stress bucket. It's pretty bad.
As another long day in the recording studio is coming to an end, a new challenge is about to begin. The girls have just learned that they will be making their first live performance, but there's a hitch.
We have this great opportunity. The WB is holding press conferences in front of the 300 top television critics in the country. What I want to do is surprise them first thing in the morning with the first public appearance of the POPSTARS group. The only problem is we only have 24 hours to get them ready. Let's go from the top, please.
Because TV critics are the toughest audience they could possibly perform in front of. This live performance will be crucial to the success of both the television show and the group. It's an incredible challenge since they didn't expect to have to perform live for 6 months. Now they must be ready in just 1 day. And no one is better at getting them ready than choreographer Travis Payne and his assistant Stacy.
And 1 and 2, bop, bop. Ja, bop, 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 bop.
The girls have been rehearsing for hours, but problems arise when they learn they have been rehearsing to the wrong music.
So,
We're only doing one song?
It's one song.
This is one
It's not a medley.
let me call him back. Okay, let me call him back. Not only have they just finished rehearsing with Roger to the prior CD,
David Foster has decided that Eden's Crush will have a better chance of impressing the critics by performing a medley of 4 songs.
so we gotta figure this out and make it work to this.
And now, with less than 24 hours until their first live performance, Eden's Crush faces another setback. Rosanna loses her voice.
I'll move around, but I don't think I can sing.
And without Rosanna,
Whatever I'm doing, something's missing because it's not like it's going like that. Do you hear me?
Let's just do it again. Here we go. And remember, this is on my...
after learning they will be performing live for the first time in only 24 hours, Eden's Crush began their hectic day with Travis and Stacy in the dance studio.
Do you hear, though? It's right on the bass.
Right.
First one.
But there's much more work to do and little time to do it. Making matters worse, Rosanna has lost her voice and must visit the doctor.
I mean, I'll move around, but I don't think I can sing. I mean, how? This voice will be done.
There's no time to wait for Rosanna. The rest of Eden's Crush must meet with Roger Love for vocal exercises without her.
So Rosanna has no voice?
No. She's getting her voice back. I think by tomorrow. She has no voice yesterday. Who's okay with it? She's getting a shot. Oh, she goes?
Cortisone.
I don't think she should sing till tomorrow.
Well, I wish she was here because we need to do some low lyric stuff for her to shrink the spine. Good. Okay, great. Now, everybody sing this chorus. 2, 3, and.
I'm not as naive as you think I am. Know what goes on between a woman and a man.
Time is running out, and adjustments must be made if the girls are going to get it together for the live performance. Without Rosanna, problems arise.
Something's missing because it's not like it's going like that. Do you hear me? Like, I'm like, it sounds rank.
You two sing together. Ready? 2, 3, and.
I'm not as naive as you think I am. Know what goes on between a woman and a man.
I'm looking for more melody. That's what's missing.
Melody then, too.
I need more melody.
The frantic schedule continues as the girls drive over to the venue for their only rehearsal. This will be their final chance to fine-tune their performance. Despite her laryngitis, Rosanna must still be present at the rehearsals in case she's able to perform when the time comes.
Won't get me back, no. Overreact. Always a goodbye.
This performance actually took place before the pop stars were revealed to the public, so security measures are put in place and disguises must be worn.
Seriously, it looked like we were going to do some crooked business or something, like go rob a bank or something. It was funny.
Safely in the trailer, the girls are allowed to take off their disguises and eat. They finally have a chance to reflect on everything that's happened to them so far.
This feels so natural. This feels like this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
I actually get to sing today. Like, that to me is like, that's amazing. Whatever situation we came from, we're all very lucky to be here right now.
After dinner, it's time for more rehearsals. This time, the mood is tense.
Every time you've done this, you've never done this right. Just telling you this. I know, I'm off. I'm just like, thanks. Yeah. Like, I'm just saying, like...
The time has come for the girls to head out to the stage for rehearsal. It's back to the disguises.
At first I was just like, this was so dramatic. You know, we're gonna look like burglars. And we have these handkerchiefs over our head and our faces and sunglasses and these goofy hats and I don't know, it was I was fun. I went on the whole ride.
Besides disguises, other security measures must be taken. During tonight's rehearsal and tomorrow's show, the girls will perform behind a screen, so the audience will see only their silhouettes. This adds to the frantic pace of the last-minute show.
We can't hear the music enough.
With the arrival of producer David Foster, final preparations begin.
3, 4.
Everybody wants someone to love, somebody they can trust, somebody they can touch. Everybody wants to give their heart away.
Hey, Dad, you gotta go up there. Okay, well, let me hear that on the mic. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and go.
Everybody wants to give their heart away. Everybody needs a little tenderness to feel understood, to feel passionate. Everybody wants to be in love this way.
We could totally see mistakes.
With the performance only a few short hours away, the girls are still far from being ready.
And you bring your hands back in when who starts singing the ballads. You can't start moving until we hear your voice. That'll be the cue for all the hands to start coming in.
When you're snapping the third time, do you want the whole body in it and just be like all over the place?
The live performance is just a few hours away, and Rosanna's condition has not improved. As the pressure mounts, will Eden's Crush be able to impress an audience filled with critics? After 24 hours of around-the-clock rehearsals, the big day has finally arrived. In just a few hours, Eden's Crush will perform for the first time before a live audience, hundreds of television critics. The girls try to stay calm as they get ready for the show.
Haven't put on my makeup, nothing. Just woke up, drinking tea to soothe my voice because it was gone.
You can't wear your makeup bag? No, I can. Oh, here it is. Oh, it's babe. See? I found it. How much time do we have? Not a lot.
As she prepares to leave for the show, Rosanna's mood is upbeat. Her laryngitis is cleared up, and she will be able to sing with the group.
Take into consideration it's early in the morning, but I feel like 100 times better. Do you hear my voice? Like I have a voice now. I have a voice. I feel really happy.
It's our first day performing. So it's exciting. I feel much better after last night to like perform. It's sort of weird because because it's also a rush because we can't see anybody. Yeah. You know, and we see our silhouettes and ourselves, so it's like we look like we do look like we're like that.
Since they now have less than 2 hours before their performance, the girls spend every moment rehearsing.
Everything is alright, get over yourself, no why.
Arriving shortly before the show, Eden's Crush meet up with Roger for some last-minute vocal exercises.
Can you do vocalizing while you're doing makeup?
2, 3, and.
Everybody wants to give their heart away. Everybody needs a little tenderness to feel understood, to feel passionate.
Preparation time is over. Since the girls' identities must be kept secret before, during, and after the show, security is put on high alert. And once again, the girls must wear disguises. For Ivette, Nicole, Ana Maria, Rosanna, and Maile, the long hours spent in vocal lessons, dance rehearsals, and recording studios are all about to come together in their first live performance.
I don't know why I get just as nervous as the girls. Like, I just get to sit in the audience.
The wait is finally over. Producer David Foster introduces them for their first live performance as a group.
There, girls?
Hey, David. Good morning. Good morning.
Charlie's Angels. Are you ready to try a little something? Remember that ballad we've been working on for the last few days?
Absolutely.
Let's give it a go. 2, 3, 4.
Everybody wants someone to love, somebody they can trust, somebody they can touch.
Performing for the first time as a band was so emotional. I felt so amazing. I felt nervous but excited.
Everybody wants to be in love this way.
got to take it up a little. Let's kick it a little, okay? You ready? 2, 3, 4.
When I see you sad,
and my heart was racing and pulsing. I was just like, okay, don't think too much about everything, just let it flow, just sing and it'll come to you, and that's basically what happened.
I thought of me that way, but I've been watching you, waiting for this day. I'll be all you need to forget her. You'll see me through different eyes, gonna make you realize I'm not as naive as you think I am. Know what goes on between a woman and a man. Don't act so serious, just take my hand. If you wanna know, can I do you right? Can I make you want me? You know I can. Yeah, you know I can. I saw you with her on the corner, looking in each other's eyes. Was it a mistake? My heart would break.
Because we were performing live, even though it wasn't for like a real audience, it was the most exciting thing we've done so far. I know for me.
Girlfriend is where my story begins. I need a new lover, that's where I'm going. I wanna cruise to a desert island, anywhere here where love disappears, anywhere but here. I wanna party in New York City, climb over the China Wall, anywhere but where your love disappears, anywhere but here.
It was like a roller coaster ride, and I just went, I got on, I took it the whole way through, and it was a blast.
I kept telling myself, and every magazine said was me was on the shelf. I was giving out, giving in, giving away my dreams, trying to put it in, put me down. Now I found myself a scene. Oh, you won't get me back, no.
I'm actually really happy. Like, this is the happiest that I've been in terms of...
I wanna feel just like Juliet.
But it's the happiest that I've been since the beginning, because I'm really beginning to feel like we're together. There's a certain kind of solidarity in the group that wasn't there.
It was awesome. It was so much fun. It was the first time me and the girls, we've all been together on stage, our first performance together, and it was really exciting. I just wish it could have lasted a little longer. Everybody wants to be in love this way.
That's POPSTARS.
And now, the television premiere of the newest song from Eden's Crush, What's Good for the Goose, with appearances by Chalk Daddy and rapper Black Diamond.
Rosanna, Maile, and the Maria. Come, I'm hanging out with the fellas. Is that alright? Let's go.
Mean what you say, mean what you do, 'cause it could all come back to you. I know your games, I've played them too, but how it ends is up to you. When I come to you, I say tonight, what you you gonna do? What you gonna do? It all comes back to you. You wanna hang with the boys tonight? We're right here for you. Wanna know how I feel? Here's the answer. What's good for the goose? What's good for the gander? Hang with the boys tonight. We're right here for you. Wanna know how I feel? Here's the answer. What's good for the goose? What's good for the gander? So do everything you wanna do. No, I can do it too. And be careful how you size it up, 'cause the shoe can fit me too. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Everything you say to be true. That won't do. That won't do. Hanging on high while I wait for you. What you gonna do? It's gonna come, so what you gonna do? It's gonna come back to you.
You know I mean what I say, ma, but you gotta speak your mind. I'm only out in these streets when I'm on the grind. Don't get this thing twisted, I'm all for you. I hit them all when I ball with you. I only fall for you, and that's why we down for life. I wanna make this all right tonight, but you gotta help me, 'cause we gotta work this out. Take our problems and turn them out. It'll be no doubt.
Next week on POPSTARS. With their first live performance successfully behind them, Eden's Crush take on their next challenge, making a music video.
All right, let's get naked.
May I get naked on the WB? And I get to play dress up and have a great video.
But the long hours take a toll on the girls.
My whole body is really shaky right now. We haven't had like a time to breathe, you know, and I haven't been getting much sleep lately.
It's your first look at the group's hot new video.
I want it to be great, not just good. Be amazing.
The big rush for Eden's Crush. Next week on POPSTARS.